All right, still with us to discuss former head prosecutor defense attorney Bob Bianchi. Bob, there is no doubt these two are seasoned trial attorneys, and I love watching good attorneys in court. But let me start with the Commonwealth opening by Hank Brennan. I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. If Karen Reed had never made any statements, do you think there would even have been any charges against her?
Probably not, Judge, but I got to be honest, just haven't been around the block and doing this a little longer, and I'm not as full head of hair, and I'm a little paunchier than I used to be when I started. I am so reticent with defendant statements or witness statements. The manner in which it's said, the reason why people say things, I really need as a prosecutor to be convinced that that inkling that makes me think that maybe she did it is supported by substantive, objective evidence. In fact, a jury will often be charged by the judge that a statement alone is not enough to convict because the law recognizes people make all sorts of statements that can be misconstrued, that you need other evidence to support the admissibility of a statement if you're going to convict. Now, that said, where has it been or how long has it been, whether we've either been in a courtroom or we've been analyzing cases where a defense lawyer can stand up and instead of giving the vanilla proof beyond a reasonable doubt and presumption of innocence is using words like botched, biased, corrupt, disgraced investigator, and ME, you can't even come to a conclusion. The lawyer's not saying that because he's just hoping they'll think that. Unfortunately for the prosecution, that's what's in the case. Last point, if I were a prosecutor, and I've had this happen to me where everything looks great on paper, or maybe a defendant says something or a target that makes them look like they're guilty, but all of the investigation is corrupted by the investigators and the police. I have literally not gone forward with prosecutions just in case, even if a guilty person has to be set free, that an innocent person is not convicted.
Oh, I love your passion for it. I must ask you this. The ME could not come to a conclusion. Undetermined cause of death. Have you ever dealt with, as a prosecutor or now as a defense attorney, murder charges when it's an undetermined cause of death?
So, Judge, we go back to the same point. What the power we have as prosecutors is so vast, it's so intense that I was always very humbled by that power. I was always concerned that I need to have my I's dotted and T's crossed. I've won a lot of very difficult cases factually, but I always believed in what it was I was doing and in the guilt of the defendant. I have never seen a homicide case prosecuted where the cause of death was undetermined. That would be a huge signal to me that maybe I got it wrong.
Ooh, the defense is going to lean into that for certain. All right, we need to take a break.